mouse, or that screen phone, you're watching Spread Those Wings.
My man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 162, I believe it is. Spread Those Wings Chicken Wing Podcast. Spread Those Wings Podcast, if you are listening to us on our new home on Spotify.
Woohoo!
That's right, baby. We are back. We are vindicted?
There we go.
Vindicted.
We are
Avenged.
on our own. We are avenged.
A Venn diagram.
A pie chart. That's not Pie Day. That was 2 weeks ago. Guys, we have been all over the world.
It's been a struggle to even get wings today for some reason. Wow.
Did you know that the closer you get to Easter, the tougher it is on Friday night to find places that will reserve fryer places for wings? I didn't know that. Let alone the fact that 2 places I called had that. We had other places lined up. Thank you to the Buffalo Wing Geeks page, because that's who gave me this idea.
Hell yeah.
I've heard very conflicted results on this.
Yeah.
Courtesy of our friend KO, former guest of the show.
Okay.
He said that he doesn't quite honestly think this place is that great.
Okay.
But I've heard a lot of people recently, including our coworker Mike, say he's heard otherwise. So we went to Beltline Brewing today.
I've never been there otherwise.
No.
So
It's a very nice place inside. Okay.
Didn't know it existed.
Okay. The good and the bad. The good and the bad. They don't answer their fucking phone.
no.
Like I called.
This is crazy.
I called. They picked up. Hey man, can I put you on hold? Puts the phone down. Does not put me on hold. Puts the phone down. And I hear him chit-chatting with the patrons for 7 minutes. And then he picks it up in a big rustle and click. Hangs up the phone. I call 4 more times. I do not get through. I call again. Hey, I'm trying to put an order in for later. Yeah, call back. Huh? Yeah, we won't take it now. Okay, man. 5 o'clock hits. I'm like, all right, well, we're going to be getting out of here soon. I call. Nothing. Call 3, 4 more times. Nothing. Finally get through. He's like, yeah, 20 minutes. I waited in there for 20 minutes after the 20 minutes was up. But...
Fuck you.
Sure. The OG Joe Lee, we're here for not 1 but 2 episodes with Beltline, because apparently they have wonderful flavors. This episode, we have the 716. Mm-hmm. Not to be confused with next week, where we have the 716 Diablo. Ooh.
I am Wing.
No, we don't even associate anymore. We have All Dressed, that's right, to our friends up north. Oh, Canada. You guys, we have an all dressed chip and a habanero bacon.
All-dressed wing?
That is
I almost said
all dressed
chips, dude. Delicious.
Banging.
Have we done a bacon wing before? I feel like we've
A couple of
done
them.
Yeah.
But without further ado, enough venting. On to these 716.
Oh, do you say?
Dude, their celery is massive.
Whoever your celery vendor is, keep them.
Not too much for smell.
Apparently the blue cheese is homemade.
The blue cheese is supposed to be phenomenal.
It smells muy delicioso.
To another episode.
That blue cheese is ridiculous.
Yeah. That might be up there with one of my favorite blue cheeses. Because Mooney's has a really good blue cheese too. Sponsor me, D8.
Words of the OG Jolie. Sponsor us, Liquid Death. I feel like I need to try another.
That's not bad.
Alright, well, first and foremost, the blue cheese can salvage anything. Mm-hmm. That blue cheese is the truth. You want another one?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
And as Gary already mentioned, their celery vendor is wonderful. The bottom of the barrel sauce is even better. Oh, baby.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
I do, sir.
Damn.
I'll start us off. Crisp, I'm going to go with a 7.5. Because I was thoroughly confused by the crisp. The first bite I took, it almost tasted flaccid. And I'm like, oh, that's not a great sign. But then I definitely had crisp on the back half of that wing and on the second wing. Amount of meat, I'll give it an 8. Average size wings. Amount of sauce, I will go 7.5. I would have liked more. Flavor, I will go 8.5. I did actually enjoy that. I don't know if it's a medium. I think it's more of a hot, but it sits in the medium category.
Yeah.
60 wings, $105. It's kind of expensive, but it's about
$1.70-ish.
it's about $1.70-ish. I'd give it a 7. Not the worst, not the best.
No.
I'll come in with a 77. Dry or daddy?
To me, it's a pretty average wing. Nothing super special about it, but I absolutely hate it. For how fresh these were, was it busy? Not really.
I mean, the place was pretty full. There was a Sabres game downtown.
Oh yeah, that's right. Crisp, I'm gonna go with a 7. It was only a 15-minute drive back from where we were, so it should have been crispier. Meat, I'm gonna go with a 7.5. I had 2 drums. They really weren't that big. Sauce, I'll go with an 8.5. Amount of sauce on there. It's good amount of sauce. Flavor, I'm gonna go with a 7.5. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's like an average. It's like I would consider it a medium wing. Cal thinks it's a hot wing, but Cal.
It's listed as a hot wing.
I know, but I think it's I see it. It tastes more mediumish to me.
Sorry.
Price, I'll go with a 7. I think it's on the expensive side. I know breweries tend to have more expensive wings, so I understand. It ends up being a 75 from your boy.
Yeah, boy.
Celery's good.
Dude, phenomenal. Yo, this blue cheese.
It really is.
Just bottles of blue cheese.
Captain Cajun.
The crisp, I will go a 7.5. Like Kyle said, the first wing, actually, the entire first wing I had, I was like, oh, this is real. I was going to go like in the 6 to 5.5 range. But the second one I had, like, it was kind of strange. I feel like in some spots, they almost, I don't know if it was grilled. Like, it looked like it was.
I was thinking the same thing.
In, like, spots, it looked like it was supposed to be grilled, but maybe they just didn't. You know? It was, in certain spots, it was, like, black, but overall.
Well, I can tell you this
much.
much.
Yeah.
They didn't mix the sauces at all. Like the reason it took so long, the guy kept telling me, was apparently after each 10 that he would sauce, he would clean the whole thing out again to get rid of any sauce residue and then put new sauce into.
So you're not going to have any wingleberries.
No.
You know? That's actually really smart to do. Because sometimes it gets, like, watered down.
Yeah.
You know? When you keep using the same thing. The meat, it actually was really, like, fall off the bone, which is impressive. Even with, like, it being a little bit on the lighter side of the crisp, like, that's impressive to do. I'll go at 8. I'll go at 8 for the meat. For the amount of sauce, it was a little bit too oily for my liking. I'd prefer to more of like a thicker, not like a barbecue thick, but I mean just like something that holds on there a little bit more. I would need to wipe off my hands. I mean, you did, but it was just a little bit. I'd like a little bit more. That'll go a 7.5 as well. The flavor though, this was a solid flavor. This to me classifies as like a buffalo. Like if you were to go to like any place out of state, out of New York,
Yeah,
and say
like,
like
this is
a buffalo. Like this is what you would taste. I think that they did put some butter in there, but it mixed together very well with the hot sauce, and I feel like they definitely did something else besides that. It almost gave me like a little bit of a pepper, not like
There were
like,
pepper flakes,
like
in
a
it.
pepper
That's what I was
flakes
gonna
in it,
say.
like almost like a little bit of like a kick, like a Cajun, almost like there was definitely some other type of spice in there. I did like it though. I'll go an 8, and these are pricey. I'm gonna go. They're one thing I will say before we move on to this next wing here is sometimes with breweries they do give you hotter wings because they want you to drink more beer, which makes sense. And I have no complaints because this was actually solid for them. 7.16 medium. I'll go with 7.5 because I would probably, if I was there chilling, I'd order those again.
77 for you. I'm glad you made the comment about the pepper because that's the one thing I was going to say. I wished it would be a little hotter because there were evident pepper flakes. You saw the pepper
Right,
flakes
yeah.
in them. This I'm excited for. I don't really know what we're gonna get on this one.
Canada.
I hope.
I'm
I'm
excited.
gonna sing the national
But the
anthem.
all-dressed chip,
I'm curious because like with that consistency of the sauce, it looks like a
that's a
barbecue.
big bitch.
I don't know if I want to dip it in the blue cheese.
I'm starting without. And it's definitely been grilled.
Hold on. That's different. It's almost like eating ciabattas. But like, not the same taste.
I'm not tasting anything other than barbecue.
But it tastes like the all-dressed chip a little bit. I know what they did. I know exactly what they did. And it's why it's subtle, but it's a change. There's ketchup in that. Ketchup is one of the main contributors to an all-dressed chip. There's ketchup in that. And I bet you they brine, because they beer brine these wings. I bet you they add vinegar to the brine
I
on
was
these.
gonna say, I get vinegar.
What does that mean exactly? A beer brining?
I think they batter it, or like almost like marinate them before. But it is. It's ketchup, vinegar, barbecue.
Well, that makes sense why I taste the barbecue then.
I don't dislike it.
Dip it in the blue cheese.
I think the blue cheese brings out the vinegar a little more, actually. I can already tell you right now, Captain Cage is going to give a negative marks on the sauce because it's too sticky for him.
And it's very sticky, yes.
This blue cheese is delightful, though.
Dude, that's so good.
I could just eat the blue cheese.
Is that the whole point of eating celery? No one likes celery. It's a vehicle to get blue cheese in your mouth. Without being looked at by like a creep for just dipping your finger in blue cheese.
You're right about the blue cheese. It does accentuate the flavors in there.
Yeah,
A lot.
it popped
Yeah.
the vinegar
Yeah,
big
good.
time.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking baseball bat.
Jack and the Beanstalk over here. What you tell us about it?
Crisp, I'm gonna go with a 6. It wasn't very crispy. But that's about the worst thing about it. Meat, I'm gonna go with an 8.5. I had 2 decently sized drums. And then the rest of the drums in there look like they're good size too. So I don't know what the fuck happened with the first batch.
You people.
Sauce,
You people.
I enjoyed the stickiness of the sauce because I enjoy barbecue wings
You're
now.
gross.
So I'm gonna go with an 8. Flavor, I'm gonna go with an 8 as well. I get the all-dressed chip flavor. It's very distinct. It's not for everybody, so if you don't really like vinegar, I would say it's not your thing. And then price, I'll go 7.5 because I would pay for these, but it's still expensive for like the ring wings. 76.
Captain Cajun.
Yeah. For the crisp, these were definitely on the grill, which actually helped in this case. But with the barbecue and the thickness of the sauce, it really wasn't crispy in general. I'm gonna go a 7 for the crisp.
Which they should have been if they're on the grill.
Yeah, I mean it's still like but moving to the next category here with the meat, they cooked the wings very, very well. You know, actually, like, I don't know if it has to do with the specific wing, but it's to like fall off the bone. Sometimes when you get into the wing, like, it's real tough. This is moist. I know people
Moist, you
use that word.
say? The OG Jolie. He
Yeah,
seems
right.
like a moist man.
Yeah, for sure.
Huh.
Moist, what we used to call Gary back in high school.
That one might be correct. That one might be correct. The Moisty Meyer.
Both of the wings that I had, both a flat and a drum that I did have, were relatively good size. I'm gonna go with 8.5 for the meat, just due to the quality itself. Now, the sauce is really thick, almost a bit too thick for my liking.
For you, people.
Yeah, it really depends on what your preference is. I'll go with 7. I'm not gonna completely kill it. Now, the flavor, the first wing I had, I just thought it was straight up barbecue. But with the blue cheese, it really just heightens the flavor of the entire wing.
It's an enhancement.
It's crazy. Like, I didn't even
It's like Triple H in the early 2000s. It's all enhanced.
Even now, I can still taste a little bit of the vinegar in there. And this blue cheese, dude, I know we keep saying it, but holy moly. Is it delicious? The flavor, it's really not for me. I like my barbecue a little bit different with that. I don't know. It's just like Gary said, it's a very distinct flavor. You have to be I would have to be in the mood to eat those kind of wings. I'm gonna go with 7.5 for the flavor, and I'll go with 7 for the cost. And with this, that's a 74 total.
So I am perplexed. I'm gonna start kind of like you guys. I'm gonna go with 6 on the crisp. It was not lovely. It was a little flaccid. The meat, I'm gonna go with a 9. Nice. 6.9. Didn't even intend on doing that. But big wings, like Ryan alluded to, fall off the bone. The meat is incredibly just tender.
Yeah.
It's got wonderful tenderness to it. Amount of sauce, I'm going to go 8. I probably could have used a little less. That's the only reason I'm going down. If you maybe tone it down a little, we're talking 9, 9.5. Flavor. Before I get my score, I want to preface by saying that I agree with Ryan and Gary. This isn't necessarily my forte. However, I very much so think what they did with that wing is an anomaly. I don't know what it is. I definitely picked out all 3 parts of it without the blue cheese. The second I ate the blue cheese, it tasted like an all-dressed chip, I believe.
Right.
The flavor palette was hit spot on, and as you would in Buffalo, all wings are intended with blue cheese. So maybe that's what they knew. Maybe they knew, hey, if I put all these and then we sprinkle the blue cheese, you're going to have a replica. I'm going to go with a 9.5 on the flavor. That is as close to as advertised as any wing you're going to get. And if you're an all-dressed fan, like a buff of those chips, this is your place to go. Those are very good if that's the type of thing you're into. I'm going to go 8.5 on price. It's a very good wing. It's just not necessarily for me. I'm going to come over with an 82. I'm kind of blown away.
I've never had a wing like that where it really completely changes the flavor with the blue cheese.
Yeah.
That's
We've
amazing.
had a couple of them, and it's more or less the blue cheese overtakes everything,
yes.
but
that is
that
it
ties
finishes
together.
off
That is the
perfectly.
glue to finish the project. But super. Habakkuk Baldonado. That's the guy from Pitt that we know. No, habanero bacon.
This was the wing of the week.
Prince Habibu.
No.
Habibi!
Habibis. Habanero bacon is very sticky.
You shall be mine.
Wow.
Going raw.
Oh, wow. I'm really trying to dig for that bacon.
It smells like bacon.
The bacon is all in there, and a lot of bits left behind. Yo, the habanero with blue cheese though is a very, very delectable mix.
I'm trying to mark down that flavor of the wing itself. That's very sweet. don't mess around with their barbecue sauce, that's for sure.
My guess would be that they took a candied bacon.
That's a good point, yeah.
It's like a jelly bacon sauce.
Yeah.
And they sprinkle the habanero in it. I think this screams more of not bad, but not for me than the last one.
I agree. I was hoping of more of a smoky bacon flavor than like a sweet.
No, I feel like that's a marmalade.
You might be right. It's definitely like
That's
a
that's an
jelly.
orange marmalade. An orange marmalade. I've definitely had this before. That's exactly it. When you said jelly, that just the wheels were turning, as they say. That is 100%. Like what you put in, like when you're eating corned beef. Pretty sure it's corned beef. You like throw that shit on there.
I've never done that, but
yeah, in a crock pot.
Do you want to sort yours out still?
No, I can go.
We're good? Okay.
The crisp, I'll go with 7.5. They're definitely on the grill, which is a 5. I would like all these wings to be just a little bit crispier. It's, you know. The amount of meat, this didn't really fall off the bone as good or as well as the other ones, but overall they were pretty good size, so I'll meet in the middle. I'll go with 7.5 again. This is a thicker sauce. It was less than the other one. It covered the wing in its entirety. I'll go with 8 for the sauce. The flavor, I don't really care for this, really. I don't know if I would label it as what it was.
No. Just
At
because I had fresh habanero recently.
Yeah.
Habanero will fucking ruin your day if done right.
Yeah, no, right. And this just like, it was like you got that marmalade immediately, and it was like really sweet. But then now, I mean, don't get me wrong, it still has a kick of the habanero, but
Barely.
I'm trying to get like a bacon finish.
Fuck me up, daddy.
Like I originally get a smell of bacon, but then
Right, like a
that's it.
smell of bacon. But I mean, like, if you're gonna sprinkle it on there and classify that as habanero bacon, I don't fuck with you. You know.
I don't fuck with you.
I mean, it has like a sweet and hot, but I mean, I wouldn't. This is false advancement or advertisement. You know, it's just really, it's. Some would say like it's the best of both worlds, like the sweet and the spicy, but it's just really not. Not for me. I'm gonna go like a 6.5, unfortunately. And I just got flavor or price.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, just price.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. Because if not, you would have scored a 2 10s and a 9.5.
No, no, definitely not. For the price, I will go a 7.
Is that 73?
73. Like, I don't know. It's just like it was okay.
So I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to just give the wing a score instead of scoring each category. The wing's going to get a 60. Score it however you want. I don't typically...
Wait a minute. Throw us all up.
Yeah. I don't typically like the wing. The best thing about it is the thickness of the sauce. But I don't really like the flavor to it. I wouldn't probably pay for these. It's not really my cup of tea.
This isn't tea, these are chicken wings.
I
OG
see what they're trying to
Joey.
go for, but I think it was lazily done. If you're really gonna commit to a bacon habanero, don't use a jelly or whatever the fuck that is. Like, try to get a smoky bacon flavor, get it a little hotter, and just commit to it. To me, it was lazily done. But I see the attempt. It's not.
You failed miserably.
Yeah, so it's getting a 60, however you want to score it, but it's just not good.
I know Ryan's not always the biggest fan of barbecue, but I feel like the only way you do this properly is if you almost ground down like you crisp up bacon and then ground it down so you have like a fine bacon powder.
Yeah.
And then you have like a powdered jalapeno or even like you cook the barbecue sauce with a jalapeno and give it that kick.
Because it definitely can be done. You know, that's the thing that like kind of frustrates me when places, you know, have like bacon bits on it, or like, because you could actually see like the actual bits of bacon. You know, they're like little chunks, and if you get them like ground, like if you have on
Turn it into a dust, like how when we go to Wingfest, they make pickle dust.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, like turn it to dust,
like
or even when you
pickles.
have like a potato skin. You know, it's like real thin, and you can definitely mix that into things. And this just wasn't done well.
I'm gonna go 6.5 on the crisp. I'll go 9 on the meat again. They're big wings.
Sure.
I'm gonna go with an 8 on the sauce. I like the sauce itself.
Yeah.
Flavor, I'm gonna go 7. I'm not really blown away. There's a lot more I feel like you could have done, especially for being the wing of the week, which I guess at the same time,
It's a good thing it's not on the menu permanently.
I guess that's the thing.
Maybe
It's,
it's
the wing of the
something
week is, I think, an experimental thing.
Right.
Kettles does it. Price, I'm gonna go 6. Like, I don't ever need to really buy that again. I'm a 73 as well. Episode 1 of 2 is over.
This is like exactly what was said about this place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some places, like some of them are good. Some places or some flavors are like, yeah. So.
But the blue cheese is immaculate.
I feel like that's a big thing with breweries. Like they try really hard with their beers, obviously because they're a brewery, and then their food's just like, yeah, here's food because we know you're gonna eat it and you're hammered.
Captain Cajun?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
PIZZ 243 on all social media platforms. This weekend is WrestleMania. I'm pretty excited for it.
We're gambling like the degenerates that we are.
There's like WrestleMania, plus there's a bunch of like, you know, if this will go out like after, I will probably have consumed just about.
This will be 2 weeks after, so
Yeah, 2 weeks after.
We'll be in a wrestling coma.
Wrestling coma. Fantasy Beasts and where to find them. Draft season and, you know, the second wave of free agency has. Thank you.
I thought you were gonna lose the delicious blue. Oh! It landed in the cup.
Nervous, dude. Got myself nervous. We're in the second wave of free agency. Definitely check those guys out. They've been killing everything. Killing the fantasy football game. Please watch us on YouTube.
And if you're one of the many people that are watching us, also please go give us a subscription or a follow on our new Spotify. The link is on our Facebook page. If you're not following us there, please do. I can also post the link to the new Spotify content on this video.
I think we're all uploaded. Everything is on there. We did some updates as well to our website.
Some spring cleaning.
That website is...
I'm looking it up because it's different than what it was.
TikiTribeTVPro.squarespace.com.
Damn right it is. But yeah, we've definitely made some updates. We're trying to take that next step here in the podcasting game. But we're definitely excited. I'm excited, you know, for the future.
I mean, part of my reason that I decided to make all this officially here and really push to make sure it was done was the last time I went down to Florida, mad people were asking about, okay, I wore my chicken wing shirt in the airport, and I started talking about chicken wing, and I made a comment on the podcast, and I had to have, I gave out so many of our business cards down there.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, while I'm back down there, I might as well start slinging and winging again.
Slinging it
right?
again.
Gary?
What's his name? My bad. Shout out to the man from Wingfest, Jack.
Jack!
Wanted to give him a shout out. He hit us up recently for some collaboration.
Yeah, we'll have stuff in the works.
You know, so
We have a lot of stuff in the
shout out
works.
to Jack. Sorry.
No, you're good. If you want to find all of our podcasts, all of our video content, like you said, get us on Tiki Tribe. That's where all of our stuff's at. If you like short, fat dudes, I'm your guy. And I think that's it for me this week.
Yeah, I mean, we got more shit in the horizon here. I pretty much really got a boost, like mentally, after separating city and state, knowing that we kind of have our own government now.
Sure do.
So I'm going to be coming out with some asinine podcasts very soon.
One that your wife is dead against.
Yeah, my wife's dead against one. I got some paranormal stuff. We've got a wrestling and drinking podcast, or wrestling and just commentating podcast.
Talking Trash.
Talking Trash is coming back. Hall 2 Goes there is going to start, hopefully.
2 dudes in the news eating foods.
That's the one that my wife absolutely hates.
Hell yeah.
I still am tied. I kind of want to do a competitive eating podcast. I just don't know if somebody already has one or what. I have to do a little more homework into that. And I got people I met last year during the Erie County Fair. She might want to do a podcast. She's looking at our page, see if she's got interest in it. And we've got some ties as well with our guy Thomas in Syracuse. We're not directly co-producing them anymore. He is on his own podcast, but they're going to join the network, be put on our content as well.
Great.
Shout out to TJ Epics.
Yep.
Hit him up if you need graphics. He's a great dude to get them from.
Yeah.
Shout out to our dude Kyle with Chicken Dippin'.
I'm wearing a shirt.
Hit him up online.
Sure.
It's the first time I'll be able to do that.
It's a San Diego shirt.
San Diego means a whale's vagina.
Does it?
No.
San Diego Superchargers. Go Chargers.
I don't know why. I'm sorry, but you said that and it sounded like Frank Letario. Go Chargers!
Go Chargers.
Fuck. He's gonna comment, what's wrong with that? I got my hoodie at Al's Corner Store.
Don't you know my whole wardrobe?
Fuck. But yeah, shout out to Kyle Chicken Dippin'. Hit him up online, chicken_dippin' on Instagram or chickendippin.com. Use code 716 for 15% off your order. Shout out to Nikki, two scoops.
Not one, but two.
We're
out of flavors and shit.
We're going to try to link up once I get back from Florida one of these Fridays after we record to go hit him up and figure out the best way to run up the sponsorship.
Live there.
We can do that.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Like a review, like a quick ice cream review while we're there. It's with Nikki. You know, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
The wheels are turning, man. Woo!
Hey, I said it last night when we recorded Fantasy Beasts, but the best new thing to say about Nikki Two Scoops is Nikki Two Scoops, because your girlfriend loves it. It was. We were talking last night, and Jason, myself, and Gary on Fantasy Beasts, and I go, Nikki Two Scoops, because your girlfriend loves them, Jason. He goes, what? I go, yeah, she comments on our post. She loves Nikki Two Scoops. So that's it, Nikki.
Yeah.
I hope that works. Nikki Two Scoops, because your girlfriend loves it.
I saw that, yeah.
But guys, I think that'll about do it. Good luck with WrestleMania gambling if you're degenerates like us.
Ooh.
By the time you see this, I'll be just about ready to go to Florida. If not in Florida. I don't know, one of the two. But yeah, guys, until next time, you keep on looking for those fantasy beasts. We'll show you exactly where to find them. Peace out, guys.
It was definitely the wrong.
You're right.